The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butz to the stand. Hello and welcome back to Video Games Awesome Live. We're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We've got our first witness on the stand in a moment here. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that will help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope it doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Here we go.
His mouth twitched.
Yeah. So the big draw of Phoenix Wright is the animations and the characters and all the little mannerisms they do. And as you like question them, they start to change their appearance and stuff, and they get like, you know, fed up by kind of LA Noire before LA Noire a little bit. Except you don't have to really call them out on their, well, we'll see.
Ahem, Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Oh, ill-fated lovers.
Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Evidence submitted by Prosecutor Payne, passport added to the court record.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see that what kind of woman she was. Miss Spohn, what? Oh, fuck. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? Tell us, chat, what will result in the most funny thing? I think that I never know what to pick here, even though I feel like I've played this trial a few times. What do you guys think? I feel like he'll answer even if I stop him, but wait and see? Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see.
Wait and see.
Might be better not get involved in this one. I love the way he thinks.
Well, Mr. Butz?
Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motives is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good. You're gonna love this judge, Ben.
Yeah?
He is so impressionable. You can convince him, like, the second he hears something, he immediately,
that
like...
sounds right.
Yes, he agrees with everybody who says the last thing that was said, he agrees with.
Awesome.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp!
Well, did you or did you not?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering? Let's try to stop him. See what happens. I'll send him a signal. Lie. Like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime.
What a weird courtroom.
Yeah, I
eh?
was just gonna say that.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawhit to the stand.
You son of a bitch.
Look at him.
Mr. Sawhit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
He looks like the guy who sells stuff at
Yeah, he
to
does.
Zelda
Oh, yeah.
to Link. What's his voice like?
Ooh!
All right, he does that. He has two voices.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yes! Newspapers, yes!
Mr. Sawin, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder.
our first testimony. All right, so
Ooh.
testimonies are kind of like there's like a few game modes in Phoenix Wright. There's investigations, there's testimonies, and there are, I guess, what you would imagine would be testimonies in the field, which is kind of like questioning people when
Interviewing?
you're walking around. But this is like one of the key things that like brings about the big plot changes, or I mean, wins you the game basically. This is where you win the game if you get these right. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Or should I bring back the Japanese accent? However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was at 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
I love his eyes.
Okay.
That's my impression. I worked on it before the show.
Nice.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright,
No, that's not. He's not Japanese. Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Uh-oh.
How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in your evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. It's bound to be a contradiction in there.
Time.
Yeah.
What?
Time.
Time.
Oh. This time? What?
The time is a contradiction.
Oh. Yeah, oh, you're calling it. I thought I misread. Good job, detectives. First, find the contradiction in the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Go! So remember, press the witness with the minus button or by waving the Wiimote. Then click your facts again with the plus button for the contradiction. So this is how you do a cross-examination. You hear the exact same testimony again. The witnesses seem to have never get exhausted with saying the exact same things over and over as many times as you need them to.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
So the thing is, you can actually object. I think this could be our first one, actually. If you want it to be. Here we go. Ready? Got the sign ready? Oh wait, it's sorry. It's hold it.
Oh, I
When you
don't
find
have
a
a hold
lie,
it.
it's a hold it. Yeah, you're gonna have to make another one.
Damn.
Hold it! And actually, I should turn this up,
Yeah.
because, oh, it is as far as it goes. The Wii Remote says hold it. Did it say it on the screen?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a shame, because then it's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to hold it up like this. Alright. Isn't a man leaving the apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
Yeah. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet not frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
I love it how he does that. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means that the man he saw looks suspicious. So, what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half to open behind him.
So some of the chat is saying not to object or like to interrupt everything that the witness says, but I mean sometimes it results in comedy. So what is it that you guys really want? Because it will add a lot of time to our playthrough, but sometimes it's funny, and also it sometimes gives more clues. Pressing him on statements. Press him on everything? Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, because it results in some funny things. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hold it! Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes.
Press all the things!
Do what you want.
I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see, and what happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment.
What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek?
Peeping Tom.
We climb mountains because they are there. It is the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would want to look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Oh. Hey, someone said if you mute the Wiimote, it'll come out of the TV instead.
Oh, good idea then. Thank you. That's a sweet snarf. Let's give that a try. Then he saw a woman not moving dead. Yeah, there we go. Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? Quailed in fright, unable to go inside. Great snarf, whoever did that. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes, I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately.
Yeah.
You thought to call the police. Does that mean that you didn't actually call them?
Please, please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Yep.
The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no,
it wasn't, right.
but you said you didn't go to the apartment, did you?
Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
I went to a nearby park to use a public phone.
Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cellular phone. Being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer in nearby apartments.
Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m.? Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident. 1 p.m., right? Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him, go! All right, so here's where we can present evidence. And Becky, you got it right away, right? Maybe
Yeah.
Ben did too.
Yeah.
You want to take credit for that too, Ben?
Yep.
So you can also present with minus. Swing the remote when you're presenting evidence to do just that. All right. So here's where we can look at our court record again. Let's see what we got here. We've looked at that. We've looked at that. We haven't looked at the statue yet. Statue, the thinker. It's rather heavy. So that's all we know about that. The victim has apparently arrived at home from Paris on the 30th of June, the day before the murder of July. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So there's also her time of death was between 4 and 5. So how could it have been 1 p.m.? This looks like it's the evidence. So I can do it like this. Are you ready for an objection then?
Yep.
Ready? I'm gonna try to do it with a Wiimote swing. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. This music.
Nice.
This is when Phoenix is on a roll. Whenever this music comes up, it's like, oh yeah, I got you now. Your statement directly contradicts this autopsy report. Look how confident he is. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. You put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. So, looks like we're on a roll. Wait, I remember now. Uh-oh, sounds like he's got some way to
More
fill
lies.
the hole in his story. Stay tuned for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney on Video Games Awesome Live.